And there was a moment where I was playing defense against Cade, and he went to the hole, and I got elbowed in the face, like the first possession.
Flagrant elbow.
So that was, a welcome to NBA moment.
I was looking at a tweet a few days ago, and it was asking about who would be your favorite Piston, regardless of where they were at in their career, their basketball career. Who was your favorite Piston that you would follow them, regardless of where they were at their career, and wish them the best. It's a lot of players I wish them their best, regardless of where they are in their basketball career. So it kind of made me think, like, man, who would I really look at like that? That was a good question. I'm gonna try to find that person's that tweet when I edit this video to put it up there. But that was a good question, because it's a lot of us old school Piston fans, we got players, man, that used to be with the team, either the championship team or just with the Pistons, period. And even though we might have been winning or losing at that particular time, we had some players that we liked. And it's like, man, that guy gave his all for us when he was in Detroit. So I try to find that and make sure I post it up by the time I edit this video, hopefully, that tweet. But that was a good question. And my answer or my reply to that tweet was interesting to me. It even made me be like, man, I forgot about this guy. So it kind of really stuck with me. And when I mentioned him, I started looking up his highlights and some things when he was in Arkansas, in college, some things that he did that really shaped who he was. So by the time we got him in Detroit, really kind of affected the way I could see, hey, okay, you were like this already. That's why we liked you. You had that grit. Troy, they picking players that got certain grit based on what the Pistons had developed when they were championship teams. Defense, grit, getting on the floor, grimy, ready to scrap, all of that. And that's what kind of makes us Piston fans like being Piston fans. And so this player that I was looking at and that I thought of when I checked that when I seen that question on Twitter, he was that guy for me. Now this is just me. Leave in the comments who your guy was, that no matter where he's at in his basketball career right now, you'd follow that guy. Leave in the comments that guy for you. But for me with the Detroit Pistons, that guy was, and I'll let you know in a hot second. I do want to ask everybody, please subscribe. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I've seen a few other Pistons channels, and they would, hey man, subscribe. It only take a second, and I understand that because a lot of people listen to the content and they won't subscribe or they won't like it. And I understand if you don't like it, that's fine. Not trying to say, hey, like it regardless. But we try to, it take a lot of effort to do what we do, putting content together, putting videos together, and editing everything, and putting something out there. Just some Pistons talk. Like I said, for me, this is like you guys coming down, sitting in my man cave with me, and we just talking about the Pistons. That's it. So a lot of people may not like that or feel that it's worth a like, and I understand that. But if you're on the fence, give it a like. Just push the button. Take less than a second to do it. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But anyway, so the person that I was interested in, and not interested in, but the person that I really felt was that person for me, that I really liked his game and all of that, what he brought to the Pistons, stood out to me. And for me, that was Corliss Williamson, Big Nasty from Arkansas. Big Nasty. I like Big Nasty's game. And when I was looking at that tweet, and like I said, I got on, looked at some of his YouTube videos, some of the highlights of people that posted of him with on some YouTube videos, and man, Big Nasty was big. He was nasty, and it's a lot of things that he did when he was with the Pistons that I liked, because I remember some games, quite a few games where it was late in the fourth quarter. We needed some buckets. We were trading buckets with the other team. We needed some buckets that would transpire into some wins. And I mean, if you put Big Nasty in the game, he'll be in that paint. He gonna put the ball in the basket. That was what he did. Sometimes it was nasty the way it got in the ball in the basket. But it was in the basket, man. I mean, sometimes it seemed like he was just throwing the ball up there. And then it would go in, but he was in that paint. He was boxing people out. He was wrestling. And he'd throw the ball up and that ball would go in the basket. Big Nasty was nasty. He also had a little 10, 12 foot, 15 foot jumper too. That was nice. But I mean, man, you put him in the game late in the game, and it was buckets. It was buckets. Sometimes you put him in there. I didn't care about nobody else on the team. My mindset was like, give Corliss the ball. Give Corliss the ball. And he gonna get some buckets for you. So that's my kind of old school player, back in the day Piston player, who regardless of where he's at in his basketball career, and I think now he's doing some assistant coaching, but he deserves that though. That guy, man, he was my guy. It was some games that we wouldn't have won without Corliss Williamson, and he's probably a forgotten Piston player for a lot of people. I mean, even for me, until that question was posed, I forgot about Corliss, but that was my guy. Some games I'm like, man, put Corliss in and give him the ball. He was that guy for me though. So that's my guy, man. Leave it in the comments. Who was your Piston player that you still will follow and respected his game so much? And it might not have done anything major, but it was just certain things of his game that really stuck out to you. So leave that in the comments and talk about it. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. It only takes a half of a second, less than that, to even hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. That way you can support the channel. And you know, make a channel. If you like Piston sports, you want to talk about the Pistons from your point of view, make a channel. Put a channel out there, and you'll be happy with the support you get. Especially when people start subscribing to it, start liking your videos. So just something to put out there, man. Everybody likes to sit around and talk. I thank you guys for coming down and chilling with me in my man cave when we talking about the Pistons. It's a one-way conversation if you don't comment. So comment, leave your comments, and let me know what you think. I appreciate all the support. Right now we're at about 350 subscribers. I appreciate the support. I like to hear your comments too in the comments, and I always try to make sure I comment and reply. So be respectful in the comments, even to other people that may leave a comment and you want to reply to their comments. Be respectful. And that's all I got for now. But Corliss Williamson was my guy. Let me know who your guy was. And with that being said, we're going to close it on out, and everybody make sure you be safe.